See guys, this is why you need to watch your controlled airspace. Look at this. And people fly drones down here all the time. I love it when you come to the river and there's river boats. I always wanted to take a trip on a river boat, especially a paddle wheel boat. They're just beautiful. Then we got a barge crew taking up the dock. Don't you love how the barge crew just takes up the whole dock waiting for the barge to get here? Memphis, Tennessee. I want to cover the front ones.
Why don't we just get the rear ones
I guess they gotta take those barge crews in two trips, huh? Oh look, they got a bunch of bicycles for when they stop in town. They got bicycles for when they stop in town. That's pretty cool. I didn't know you could bring your bike. And they got golf carts. Well, that's neat. Got an anchor on the port side. I wonder if there's another. They're drawing 8 foot. We're gonna go down to Art Gerber's crib Mound and fly the drone, and then we'll go fly the drone over Anderson Island. Never been to Anderson Island. It's a pretty cool little place. Right there. Right there. This right here is our sand and gravel. That's where they bring the sand from the dredge. Bring it here to offload. Bring it here to offload. See all those piles of sand up there? That's where you get your sand to make concrete from. They grade it, different size granules there. See how it's different colors? And there is Owensboro grain. I understand no soybeans come out of Davis County. They all get turned into oil here. And they park the sand barges over there. Until they can offload them. Until they can offload them right there. It used to be a really good fishing spot until the EPA made them put this shroud around the drop there. Corn used to fall over off the barges all the time, and you could just sit right there and catch catfish all day. But this right here is the Louie Tender Obion. If you ever wonder who puts the buoys on the river, this is who does it, right here. Louie Tender. They got 2 launchers right there. They throw the buoys over. Our prison is right up there. And I used to have a boat ramp right there. years ago, and I didn't get it out. It was in the middle of summertime, and some kind of like remnants of a hurricane came through. The river went up. I didn't think it was going to go up that much, and my dock went away. This was Owensboro's coal-fired power plant, but they just shut it down. And we have a bald eagle. Bald eagle, guys. This is an interesting spot right here. I always like to check it out because you don't know what you'll see. But they have these winches, and they winch up old barges, old river boats. I've seen ferries, and they pull them up there, and they got this track hoe. There it is up there. It's got a big shear on it, and they just cut these barges apart. Just slice them apart like a pair of scissors. And this series of barges here is just anchored out in the river. So we're getting sort of shallow here, I guess. This whole facility here is fairly new. And down here, that's how they lift barges and tugs and ships out of the water. They put them on there, pump the water out, and float them up so they can get underneath of them. You can see that one right there. See that tug? It's out of the water. Paint them, scrape the zebra mussels off, all that kind of stuff. Amazing how we'll have beach buoys within miles of the Obion. But I stopped to show you what we do nowadays for Daymarks. We don't build tires anymore, we just nail them to trees. It's a lot quicker, a lot easier. Just go climb the tree. See that can buoy right there? I don't know, I'm having reservations about this because I didn't realize the wind was going to be blowing so bad. We're out here on the verge of Whitecaps, and we still got like 30 miles to go. Man, those bald eagles can fly fast. Oh, it's still really choppy out here today. I was hoping when I turn this bend, the fetch will change a little bit. There's your prehistoric rock shelter right there. Early settlers would stay in there to stay out of the rain, and if you see the black, that's from the fires. And there is Rockport Daymark. I watched them build this bridge before the decking was up there. Our kids used to go climb right there, and we let them jump off. That's one of the larger scale buoys. Most bridges are about 80 foot at Summer Pool in this area. I was always waiting for somebody to set that stuff on fire. Okay, boys and girls, here is the Coast Guard cutter Osage. That's the second Coast Guard boat we've seen today. He's a long ways from home. He must be on the way to dry dock. As you can see, he's pretty much empty. Most of them around here go to either St. Louis or Memphis for dry dock, and that's what I probably see. There's no buoys in the corral up there. This is how they offload a barge. Great big buckets that spin, and it goes down in there and it pulls all the coal out. And then they got this bar here that moves it side to side for them. I don't know, you can see the buckets there easier on that one. And that bar moves it side to side, and it just empties the barge out. Then it goes down these covered conveyor belts. And they can fuel stuff there. And it gets burned in that power plant right there, and all the electricity gets shipped up to Michigan, and they come down here in Indiana and pollute our air and ship the electricity to Michigan. This guy's is Grandview. They used to have one of the best docks around, but I don't know if they didn't put it out this year, it got damaged or what, but they put these big, they lit the ramp up with all these lights and started charging to put in. But as you can see, they don't have a dock out anymore. The dock used to be right there. This right here is a gravel dredge. This one, instead of pulling up sand, pulls up gravel. And right there is Blackford Creek. And this is the old Indian crossing. This is where the Indians used to cross. They would cross with their dugout canoes right there. To right there. Oh, and Abraham Lincoln, I think it was one of his first court trials or something, was over like a steamboat collision or something. I don't know. There's a sign up there about it. I'll see if I can't find it for you. This mound of corn. That's some big tarps there. Just pile the corn on, pull a tarp over it. This right here is Lewisport. And there it's a really steep ramp actually when you back down, but there has never been a dock here. You just got to beach your boat right there and hope you don't put a hole in the bottom with all the rocks.
The motor and stuff?
Yeah, he would buy a brand new motor every year, and then it usually was beached there all year, and he'd take a hammer and beat the engine shroud, and then he would paint it with camouflage so nobody would steal it, and it worked. he'd make his boat look like it was just ragged out and it was down here and nobody would ever steal it. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to recover it.
Please check it on the map.
20-mile-an-hour wind. But we're gonna try.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
This ain't good. This wind is blowing big time. 20-mile-an-hour wind. So this is Anderson Island here. I've never taken you guys to it. Gonna try. Used to camp here a lot. All right, I'm gonna adjust my trig. So anyways, this is Anderson Island. I just wanted to show you guys what a nice beach looks like. I've camped here many a times. There was once I camped here, I think there was 50 tents on this island. So anyways, we're gonna head back to the boat. I'm worried about landing in this wind. So we're gonna go over to that beach in a little bit. I probably should have beached it before. Really shallow where they're at. Look, full speed in a 20-mile-an-hour wind, most I can get up to is 15 mile an hour. I just will not handle this wind. 10, full throttle, 10 mile an hour. Now,
Landing.
ah, man, that's the worst crash I ever had. Okay, guys, I wanted to show you something. For those people flying drones over people, there's a reason they're illegal. Look what happened. It sliced through the vinyl in the boat. Sliced through it. Just like it wasn't even, just like taking a knife. Oh yeah, that's the first impact right there. And right here, look at that. Sliced right through it. And I'm telling you, this vinyl is tougher than my skin. I know I'm getting old and I cut easy, but look at that. Oh, this 20 mile an hour trip has taken me forever in these waves. These great big old rollers. In hindsight, I never should have came. Crashed my drone, had to hand catch it. I just figured it'd be the last time I get to go boating this year. I mean, the water's too cold to get in now.
Get on the map.
You heard a billy goat. This isn't Lake Cumberland. All right.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please
All
check
right.
it on the map.
We need to lower this. There we go. All right, guys. I wanted to show you guys a neat plantation house. It's called the Emmick Plantation, and it's one of the first plantation houses in the area. We have to get some altitude going here. So I've spent days looking for, there's a tunnel that goes from this house to the river that I've never been able to find. But this house isn't built with 2x4s. It's actually built with brick. And it's very famous, and the people come here to get married and everything else out on the venue of it. Interesting fact about the Emmick Plantation: when the slaves were freed, the slaves at the Emmick Plantation stayed because they were so well treated. I don't know if I'm able to land in this courtyard or not. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any trees in the way here. We're going to drop elevation here and give you a more panoramic . There's its majestic view. But anyways, in the fall they held tours here, and it's really neat. It's full of antiques. I think that right there is where the slaves used to cook. You know, the slaves never cooked. You didn't cook in the house because you didn't have air conditioning. They cooked out in the... And right here is where they have weddings and so forth.
Someone's coming down the road, Cam. See them both real behind them. They don't see you.
Oh, you're worried somebody's coming down the road. Well, they don't own the... Let's go land on the road. There they are. It's a red pickup truck. All right. So over here is Corn Island Shipyard. And it's where they make the barges. We're just up from Mound. But I might fly around there in a little bit. But you can actually... They do have a YouTube channel, and every time they launch a barge, you can watch it splash in the water. Yeah, here's a better view. Here comes another car. So this is Corn Island Shipyard, where they build barges and tugs. I don't know if you can see, but there's a tug right up there that they're building. Then they grease those runners or rails, and they slide them down in there. And it's pretty cool to watch when they splash them in the water. But this is built on top of an Indian village. Osage, they've disarticulated their work barge from the front of it, so I don't know what they're having done. Their home port is Pittsburgh. They came all the way from Pittsburgh to get something done. First we had the Loch Ness Monster, now we got an alligator.